Okay, so I'm Amanda Medek. I am your strategic partnership manager here at Zillow Group, but I support all things Exit, and Exit Promoshop is one of the um, tools that we offer. And today we're going to really dive into the different campaigns and automation. Again, if you have any other questions as the presentation goes on, don't hesitate to ask. But we're going to just go ahead and jump right in. I always like to start on the profile just because it's so important that all of this information is correct, especially when you're utilizing the automated features such as the campaigns and the e-newsletter, because all of this information automatically pulls on all of your pieces. So make sure that your name is correct, your phone number, the first phone number is always going to appear. The second is not always going to appear, so make sure that the number you'd like to be contacted at is always in phone 1. And then use capitalization where capitalization is needed. So AmandaM@Trulia.com is a little easier to read with the capital letters in there, so on and so forth. Your logo and that information is automatically going to populate, but you can also use social networking sites if you are using those to market with your business. So you can use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or LinkedIn. These are great because you simply just copy and paste that URL in here, and then any of those automated pieces like email, they're going to have that logo at the bottom, and it allows the customer to automatically connect with you or follow you there. All right, so moving on. If you missed last time, tabs on the left-hand side are going to guide us throughout all the features and functionalities of the system. So before we actually start a campaign, it's really important that we have a group, something that's organized. Those people we find will find this information valuable, which we send them. So I always like to start in the contact manager, and if you don't have a list or you're brand new, a great list to start with is your sphere of influence, so your friends and your family, and then they can get the word out there and start referring you. So starting in the contact manager, we went in more in depth in this last week. So this week I was just really going to show you the purchase mailing lists. So this is a great way to get kind of a niche started. I really like rent versus buy as an example, just because that's a list that's never going to go bad. So they're 8 cents per contact, but once you purchase them, they're yours for life. Rent versus buy is great because you can purchase a list, you can put or current resident on it, and you can continue to keep prospecting. So a quick demo of the purchase mailing list. I can choose a list by an address. So maybe, again, you are new and you want to start farming your own neighborhood or letting your neighbors know that you're in real estate. You can choose your own address and select a radius around it, or you can do a zip code. So my example is rent versus buy, and I know in Denver, Colorado, 80204 is a highly rented area. Sorry, I had to sneeze there for a moment. Okay, so 80204, I'm going to choose that zip code, and then I'm going to have all of these different selections. So we use Info USA, which is a third-party vendor, and all they do is collect information. So they're always going to be up to date. They're not simply relying on the tax records like most title companies will. It's a ton of different information collected about all of these different selections. So basic selections, I know that those making $60,000 to $100,000 a year, on average, are going to be great first-time home buyers. So with my already existing rent versus buy list, I'm going to choose renters making $60,000 to $100,000 because I know statistically that nationwide, those that are making in that income range are going to be the ones that I'm really going to try and cultivate. So I could do other selections, estimated home value, maybe a length of a resident, maybe somebody that's been in their house for quite a while, contacts, and then you have an advanced search as well. So these really narrow down a different niche that you can really hone in on. So age range, maybe those empty nesters, first sorry, I'm having trouble speaking today. Single female home buyers is also a great niche to go after, but you can just kind of look in here and see all of these different selections. So once you purchase your list, you put them in your group, and it looks like I have a ton of different groups in here right now, and then this is going to help you better organize your campaign. So you have to have your contacts in there. You can do either direct mail or email or both, so as much information as you can collect on somebody, be sure to put it in the contacts manager. You never know when you're going to need to use it. But in the campaign section, so here are all of the campaigns that I've already have set up. So basically what a campaign is, I'm going to go ahead and click Build a New Campaign. I'm going to choose a custom campaign. What a campaign is, it's a number of pieces that have been put together for you. You set the contacts in there, and then it's going to continually go out. So I know buzzwords around this are called drip campaigns or trigger campaigns. You have over 60 available to you. Some of them are customized through Exit. I work every week with Melanie and Christine to make sure that all this information is up to date, and we rotate through items that you can continually use. So this specific campaign has 8 elements. You'll see in here that we've sprinkled in some activities. So for example, this first piece would go out. It would go out in an email format. We've already created the email subject for you. Thank you for choosing Exit. We've already scheduled the date that it will go out. So after I import some contacts in here, it will go out that day after. And obviously the format is email. I'm going to go ahead and click on this so you can see it a little bigger. So great photo. This is what it's going to look like in email version. Thank you for choosing Exit. And as you'll go down, you'll notice all of my information automatically pulled from my profile. So my logo, my photo, and all of my contact information. So next you'll see that I have an activity. Take your top 5 associates to lunch or dinner. These are Exit specific, so not all of them are going to be like that, but as we know, the more ubiquitous your marketing is, the better return on investment you'll find. So if I was great with this campaign, I wanted to set this one up, I'd simply click Next Step, add that group of my contacts, and it'd be off and running. But let's go ahead and look at a couple more campaigns. So I can build one completely from scratch, or I can use of these 60 that we've created for you. We've created this nice little library for you so you can really get into that niche quickly. Prospecting is always a very important one. We definitely suggest that you use your marketing dollars on prospecting rather than sending things to your sphere of influence. So benefits of a professional, we'll look at this one. And if you want to see a specific campaign, please type it in the question box and we'll look at that one as well. So I like looking at this one because you'll notice that my selections at the top are now different. So I can choose to email all 12 emails. I can use multi-channel, which is going to be 6 emails and 6 direct mail. This is going to probably be the biggest return on investment because they're seeing your pieces multiple different ways. Or you could do direct mail. So, sorry, Ray sent me a question. I was trying to answer it. So I'm going to choose all email just as an example because I don't have many direct mail addresses in this test account. So here are my pieces. Let's explore the possibilities. These are great for a number of reasons. I really like sending these to sellers or those that are thinking of selling, even though we have those specifics down here as well. But let's explore the possibilities. Buyer screening, I'll get you top dollar. These are also great for FSBOs. So I'm great with all of these pieces. I'm going to click Next Step. And now it's going to bring me to where I add my contacts. So you'll notice on the left, all of my contacts are available. I can click on the Groups tab and simply grab a group, or I can click on Interests. So I really value groups because it's so easy to just check the box and add them to a campaign. So for this one, I would probably do first-time home buyers, or I'm sorry, not first-time home buyers. I was thinking of selling. I don't have sellers in this specific group, so we'll just pretend. I'm going to click Add Selected Contacts to this campaign. And then I'm going to get this pop-up. So it's going to show me that I have 135 valid contacts within this specific group, and then I have 3 invalid contacts. Now I can click on this, and it will show me the invalid contacts, and I can click on them. So Tom here, it looks like I have his email address incorrect here. I forgot the dot on the com. So I could save that, and now Tom will automatically be added to those valid contacts, and I've also corrected it in the Contacts Manager. So I'd simply click I've previewed all elements and approve them to be sent to the selected contact, and then I add contacts to my campaign. And now on the right here is everyone who is going to start receiving my campaign. I simply click Save and Activate, and I'm all set. So now you'll notice I have benefits of a professional, those 2 activities, 12 emails, 0 direct mail, and the next piece is going to be sent out on the 3rd of September, and I have 136 contacts in there. So I can click on the name of my campaign, and I have all of these additional options. So I can pause my campaign, which I will because I don't want to actually send it. I can manage my delivery options, so I can go into each individual piece. Maybe I wanted to move some things around. I wasn't wanting that let's explore the possibilities to go out first. I can move it. I can completely take things out. I can change them all to direct mail, all to email. I can change the date that they go out. So maybe I want this to be sent the 1 day after a contact is added, or I can simply just delete. So this is also great for when your campaign's about to end. You can also add additional pieces at the bottom here to keep it going even longer. So I'm going to save my delivery option, save as complete. I can go back and add contacts, but I'm just going to go back to that main screen. So I can also always add or remove contacts. I can post this campaign, which is awesome. So really great if you are doing some organic prospecting. So I can put a button on my website. I can put a text link or a plain link, maybe in a social media post or on Craigslist with a listing. It's really up to you. Automatically, those people will be added to a group if you'd like. You can always add a new group. And then you'll get a notification that says that somebody's signed up to receive your campaign. They'll automatically be added as a contact record in your contacts manager and automatically start receiving the campaign right away. So I can also rename, duplicate, delete the campaigns, but I also have reporting with these campaigns as well. So the campaign report is going to show me how each individual piece is doing. Percentage opened, how many were sent, the next send date. This is great because you can understand how well the pieces are doing. So maybe you get excuse me, a great open rate for I'll get you top dollar, but the buyer screening you're not getting very many opens. Maybe take that out and replace it with another piece. You can also see down to each individual person. So who's actually paying attention to these pieces. So you can see Annie here, how many emails you've sent them, how many emails they've opened, any direct mail, any activities scheduled. And this kind of gives you an idea of how interested those people are, and maybe you use a different way to follow up with them. So that was basically campaigns. I know you have questions about campaigns. Do you want to see any different types of campaigns? I think we walked through on how to build one. Any questions? I really encourage you to go through all of these different campaigns and at least set one up today. I know you have a grouped list out there that you could simply put in a campaign today and start marketing right away. All right, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the e-newsletter. I know we only have about a half an hour. So e-newsletter is amazing, and if you don't already have your e-newsletter set up, I really encourage you to do that today. You can put everyone into the e-newsletter. Basically what it is 4 articles in 1 movie set up by Riz Media, the national real estate news source. And so it's always general national information that people just find reliable and will show you as a knowledgeable agent. So in this specific e-newsletter, it's already branded. Excuse me, you can customize it if you'd like, but again, you don't have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and preview the newsletter. So you can see all of my information automatically pulled from my profile. Again, why it is so important that it's correct. And then here are the articles that are going to go out on the 1st of September. And a little movie at the bottom. This Stay Wet, 25% off your print order. This is actually something that I've put in here, so I've customized it. You can add your own articles like I had. You can add your own custom greeting. You can add a mail merch, so you'll notice in mine it has this crazy little formula right here. You can add that in there so it will pull the first name or last name or whatnot. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So you're using a custom greeting. Just delete this so you can see how I put it in. So I can say dear or hi or whatnot, and then mail merge variables. I'm simply going to click on that. And sorry, I keep sneezing. I would probably use the contact's first name. People are more apt to opening materials with their name on them as well. So I'll add a little comment. And now it's going to say, Dear Amanda or Dear Ray, when this goes out. And then I can add any little kind of information I'd like to add. Maybe, you know, your neighborhood association is having a bake sale, or you know, we have a whole Golden Triangle Association newsletter that goes out that one of the realtors in my neighborhood utilizes to kind of get the events out. Or maybe if you're a broker announcing new agents, really any customized greeting that you'd like. You can also add your own listings on the right-hand side. So you can add a photo and that information. You can add your own links, and again, you can add your own articles. Something that we've recently done is you can now hide our articles if you don't like them, or you can move them around. They're really capable of doing whatever you'd like. So that's the e-newsletter. You can also post this to your website and generate leads, or post it to Craigslist or any of those social medias to try and gain leads as well. So if you do nothing else today, import your contacts, set up one campaign, and start your e-newsletter. So I finished with 9 minutes left. Do we have any questions, or can I show you anything specifically? And I apologize for the cold that I have today. So type in the question box. Nobody? Nancy, Cheryl? Okay, well, in my contact information, if you do have questions, or you want to do a one-on-one, or you want to be more specific, if anything that I can help you with, go ahead and give me a call. You can call me at 866-614-9372, or my direct line is 952-3176, or you can always email me at amandam@trulia.com. All right, well, I'm going to go nurse this cold, so if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I can also send out this video. I hope you have a great day.